Hi, this is John, and this is week 43 of Dreams Devlog. I had a great birthday, thank you all. And Dhruv actually just arrived in LA. He might stay with us for a bit, but he is currently at his friend's place, probably chilling without me. Thank you for the invite, Dhruv. But no, it's also since I'm making the videos, so I don't like to wait, and at certain times I want to get things done, so I'm not gonna wait for if he's gonna come here. He has a lot of stuff he's handling right now. So this week, since Dhruv was out, he's been doing a lot of his stuff for his family, and I actually was feeling like working on the card game a little bit more. So I didn't do too much for Brave Eduardo. There's a lot of small things we're cleaning up. Once Dhruv comes back, we're going to be fixing up the final two things, which is the cooking and the skill tree, I think. Cooking and the trading, since we are going to make them as clear as possible. And if you guys followed all our devlogs, you'll know that we've been saying this quite a lot of time because we keep redoing it and keep changing it for the better. And I'm actually really excited about how Brave Eduardo is turning out, and I am confident that we'll be able to ship a very interesting game. So this week I drew a lot of cards. These are all great lore cards. All of them fit into the Brave Eduardo lore. Some before Eduardo's time, some during Eduardo's time. You can guess, but I'm thinking of a way to put in quotes for the game to give context to the cards. But I'm still thinking how I'm going to do it. And I had quite a lot of talks with my brother who does UI design and all that stuff, so he'll give me some feedback. We'll get back to you guys on that. I also drew 3 Muse cards, which I think is really cool, which represents me, Matt, and Dhruv, and how we are like the musicians of Dot Dream, and we create our art piece, are the games that we make. It's a little bit grandiose and a little bit arrogant, but it looks cool. So this week I actually kind of want to not talk about controversies, because I don't feel like it's actually that received that well, but also I feel like a little bit of sellout. I'm not sure. I don't mean disrespect, and most likely we'll do some controversies here and there, but I actually want to talk about the 3 people that 3 of the main friends and supporters of us, and our thoughts, because I'm gonna start with Julie. Thank you, Julie, for the birthday wish, and I had a great one. Thank you. I want to talk a little about Julie. I actually knew her since middle school, and I feel like from all the memories I have ever since I got to came back to America, she has always been there to help me and support me throughout my whole time in middle school and high school. I remember whenever I finished my essay, she would help me edit it, and maybe that's why my English never really improved, because I always had someone to go back to when I have troubles, and I have nothing but gratitude. And that's also the week is this week I'm going to talk about is just gratitude. So aside from her helping me out, she also was on the swim team. She was on the water polo team, and she also was always there when a swim meet goes bad and all that stuff. So I really appreciate her, and now she's supporting me while most people say, John is probably gonna fail. So I have nothing but gratitude towards her, and I wish her the best. We have to get that hangout rescheduled. I know it's been busy, but we'll have to get that done. So that's Julie. The next one's Henry. So Henry I've also known him since middle school. You see there's a trend. It seems like the people who you can consider close friends will usually stick with you, or how do you say, I haven't done anything yet. No, I'm pretty sure I pissed him off quite a lot of times too. But he's also been supportive this whole time, and I think he does it in a very different way. One thing about Henry is he's very how do you say, I like to consider myself a hipster, and he would be probably the hipster of the hipster. So he's like beyond hipster. He's very unique. He has his own way of supporting, and at first I didn't quite get it, but eventually you really notice that he's always there. He always makes sure I'm okay, and he always has his way to show that he's there for you. And I don't know what else to say, but also just to express my gratitude. I don't know if talking about these guys will piss him off, but it's after my birthday. I thought I would just talk about everybody that has made quite an impact on my life specifically. It's a me episode. Sorry about that. Thank you about that, and I appreciate you guys listening. I don't know how many people would cut off here, but yeah, Henry is great, and he's been helping us ever since, and I wish him the best. And I hope you get your situation figured out. The next one is Luke. Luke is actually a more recent addition to, I would say, our support group. We actually haven't met him in real life, but he has followed us on Instagram for a while, and he actually have commented or liked on a lot of them. I'm happy because that means that he actually really respects and really likes what we're doing. And I think as a game developer, these people like Luke are the kinds of people that you want to keep. These guys are amazing. I don't know how you could, like, faith is, I don't want to go into a philosophical debate about faith, but he is one of the reasons why we will work so hard about all the things. So we know there's someone who has nothing but praise and expectation for us, and I think that helps us grow. He aside from Patreon and stuff, he actually said what he did what he said, and I'm going to make an NPC for all these people, and Luke will be one of them, and I really, really appreciate you. Luke, I don't know if you're listening to this, but thank you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Now, last one is Ampu. Ampu is very, very interesting. I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to my YouTube videos, but he was the very first reviewer we got from Neverending Night, and he was the first one that gave us a positive review. And it's not like, oh, he gave us positive so I like him. No, he was supportive, and he knew that we were just starting. He knew we had something going on that nobody else has seen, and he's one of the main reasons why our faith stood so strong, because it's someone else. I've also never met him in real life too. I have followed his stream a couple times now, and he will every time I talk to him, he's been just super supportive. He's also a dad, so I want to say maybe that helps, but I really appreciate him as well. I think there are more people that support us, and these four so far have been the most standout supportive people that I know and friends. That's why I always include you guys on every top of the video, early beginning of the video. And I don't know. The only thing I can say is when we get big, we will repay you guys, and in our own ways, and hopefully you guys will find it satisfactory too. But yeah, there's not much to say about this week except that I worked on cards, and I have felt nothing but gratitude this week, and I think it's a pretty good feeling, and I want all of you guys to know that without you guys, I don't know if Eduardo would turn out to be where it is right now, and I like you guys a lot, so thank you. Next week for sure Dhruv will be here, and you guys will listen to more dev related talks, and I don't know, probably more interesting than me monologuing about who I like. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.